Testing audio. Testing audio. Okay. So today I'm going to be doing a comparison of the 2022 BMW 330, a 330i, and the 2022 Honda Civic Si. This comparison is just sort of something that um, something that I've been wanting to do here. And this car comparison tool is so cool. You just punch in the make, model, year, and then it pops up a bunch of different options, and it will lower the price. It will adjust everything automatically. So we're going to go with the X-Drive sedan version, or just the 330i sedan version. I believe this Honda Civic does have 4 doors, so as this BMW does as well. So these are some pretty okay, yeah. So these are some used models here. So you'll see this price drop range. These are the used prices. So this is not the original MSRP. So you might get some idiots that might see, oh, it only has 12,000 miles on it, 30 grand. This has 7,000 miles and it's also 30 grand. The only thing here is probably it came with summer tires, and it probably also came with a special paint. But it's the base model. And these are all the base models. I'm going to go back. Okay. So the standard trim, however, the 330i, I'm going to make because whilst this is the same car, has so many different trims with the X Drive. It's a 4-wheel drive option. Civic, I believe, is only front-wheel drive, which for in the snow is pretty good. But I still prefer 4-wheel drive in the snow. Just saying. MSRPs. These are very comparable cars. Something I don't think a lot of people are going to say. I mean, let's look at the comparison. Miles per gallon on the BMW is 26 in the city and 36 on the highway. You only get one more mile per gallon. They're both intercooled turbo premium unleaded inline 4-cylinder engines, both of them. Differences come in horsepower. They're basically the same principal engines. Well, not really. A couple of things are sort of different between the two. But they're the same. Like, they're both inline fours. They both have turbo. Because they have a turbo, you need to put premium high octane fuel into your car. The differences really start when you look at power. The BMW 330i has 55 more horsepower over the Honda Civic. That's not a big threshold, 55 horsepower. I mean, there were some Hondas back in the 70s that only had 55 horsepower. So I'm just saying, the entire car had 55 horsepower. This one is rear-wheel drive, and this one is front-wheel drive. I'm going to prefer rear-wheel drive every time. Just saying. Your warranty on the BMW is a 4-year warranty at 50,000 miles. The Honda warranty is 3 years at 30 miles. basic warranty. We're gonna look at the engine. So this is the torque, 295, pound-foot of torque. Where this only has 192 at 8,000 RPMs. This is 295 at 1,550 RPMs. Horsepower is 255 RPMs, and this is only 200 at 6,000 RPMs. Again, they're both the 4-cylinder turbocharged engines. And here comes the biggest change. Is this has a 6-speed automatic transmission. This has an 8-speed automatic. This is a 6-speed manual. So I'll give Honda credit. Manuals are more fun to drive, but are considerably more reliable. Arguably, though, in the grand scheme of things, just from driving from point A to point B, there's nothing wrong with an automatic. So I'd argue that it's more convenient. And if you feel the need for wanting to drive manual, they have a dual shift mode. It's not the same thing, but it simulates it. So, I mean, one car for multiple purposes, right? So 26 gallons in the city per miles per gallon, the MPG, and 36 on the highway. We're only getting 1 more mile per gallon with the Honda. So in the grand scheme of things, there is no I bet you I get better gas mileage. So you're not getting better gas mileage. Obviously, the resale value is going to be much higher on this BMW. Let's click on this here. Let's go ahead and let's see this shit. Has good ride quality. Yeah, BMW's it's got a 5.0. Got 5 stars. Trunk room, high quality interior materials, obviously. Ride quality. Multimedia systems, learning curve. Okay. Not too hard. BMWs typically the iDrive system is not too complicated as I own a BMW, so I would have an idea. But I own a 2011. This is a 2022, so I bet you there's a lot of extra features in it. Lacks steering feel. I'd have to drive a modern 330i to give you my opinion, but my my steering is very responsive and tight. So the steering feel, if they want it to be loose and janky, I mean, everyone has their opinion. I hate loose steering. I hate work trucks where you have to spin the wheel 3 or 4 times just to get it to barely turn. I hate that shit, bro. Difficulty to active. Difficult to activate some safety features. Okay, safety. I don't. Okay. Price gets high very quickly. Okay, and that's with all BMWs. The bad, price gets very high. Obviously, maintenance, uh, insurance is the second one. And I'm going to go ahead and say, obviously, fuel type, but you're putting 93 in the Honda as well. And if you don't, you're going to damage your turbo over time. You're going to have reliability. Honda makes some of the shittiest turbos in the market. You're better off replacing it with aftermarket, but you're going to avoid your shitty warranty anyway. Okay. They have a plug-in hybrid version of this car, I think. I'm sorry, I'm getting used to this new desk. The choice of a turbo 4-cylinder or a 6-cylinder for the M340i. There's a plug-in hybrid. and I don't really like the hybrids. So here are the scores all around: comfort, interior quality, performance, value, exterior, reliability. These cars are in the same general ballpark as in terms of price range, to see what else you can get for that kind of money. Blind spot. Okay. Available features include remote start. I'm not a big fan of that. Heated front and rear seats. Rear seats get heated seats, which is something so fucking awesome. Heated steering wheel. Herman Cordon Premium Stereo. Now, my BMW came fully loaded with the upgraded sound system, and it sounded great. So I can only imagine how good this new one sounds. Heads-up display, some fucking space age shit. Gesture control, don't know what that is. Blind spot warning, lane keep. Okay, that's good for beginner drivers. I mean, granted, you shouldn't have your car help you drive, but then again, like for older people that just have shaky hands and kind of struggle, or people that just driving, it's not too bad. Hands-free low speeding highway driving system, an adaptive suspension. That suspension's really nice for the snow. I can tell you that right now. Power moonroof, LED headlights. Um, and automatic emergency braking. Okay. So, right, those are the features. Look at all these features. Available features, standard features. So this comes with all models. This stuff does not. But those are the available features. Now, we're going to go back. We're going to look at Honda's available features, and we'll go back and compare prices and whatnot. I'm not saying Honda makes a starting MSRP. Front wheel drive train, hate that. So 4.4, so it's less than four, it's barely less than 4.5 stars out of 5, so it's not bad. Comes in two trim options. This trim increases it to have summer tires. It just goes up $200. It's, looking at the BMW, so $200 is not anything to really worry about. Um, Mid-level sporty. A quick refresher on what the SI is. A variant is meant. This variant is meant to slot between the Civic hatchback sport trim and the Type R, an update of which hasn't been shown yet, but it features an exclusive matte black 18-inch wheels with optional summer tires and a modest spoiler. Okay. Like, I'm sorry, but in terms of style, this car just looks plain. It, the taillights are okay, I guess. Um, Smart on Honda, they used a back fin. BMW's been doing that for some time now as well. There's nothing really good about the rear end. It looks too plain. It's not sporty at all. I do like that orange paint though. The front is where it just falls apart for me. Just like okay. That looks like plastic. You can tell all that shit's plastic. Wheels are semi cool, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. It's not really for me. Quick, zippy, newly bouncy. Okay. What the hell? I don't give a shit about this. So here's the interior. Okay. Kind of digging that. I'm digging that. That's kind of cool. I might just buy one of these just to drive the. This is dog shit. I love that though. Like I love that like chain link style fence type thing. I don't know that they have going for the trim. It looks sick, but the rest of it just looks too plain Jane. It's manual. Look at those rear seats. We're gonna talk about that in just a second. Like, look how uncomfortable those look to sit in. I mean, take a look at how the rear end of the front seats are, but then actually look at the front seats, like the stitching and shit like that. Just looks. I don't know. It's not very impressive to me. They got some stitching going there. Which honestly, it's not too bad, honestly. It's not the interior is not too bad. It's not looks great inside. It looks average. This is the infotainment system. Okay. Individual sport and normal mode. So you have different options. Trip computer. Okay. That opens up the trunk. Okay. Comfort 3.8. I know them seats look uncomfortable as hell. Interior 3.8. Performance 4.4. Value 4.0. Exterior 4.4. Reliability 5. Okay. The BMW got 5 across the board. That just right what we're dealing with here. Everything I expected and more. Honestly though, you can probably I dude, after I get my Mustang, I get one of these. I'll rent one. I'll drive my first Honda. It'll be and then I'll sell it. Okay. Let's see where it says features. No. No bueno. Where the hell are the features? There's safety. It's a decent car. There's like no list of features with this that goes into like the basic stuff. Like there's no moonroof. All right, there's no heated steering option. There's no heated seats. At least I don't think there is. There might be. Let's take a peek around. See. I don't see a button for heated steering. See, if it came with like the features, then I would know for certain. Okay. We're gonna show you guys a picture of what the BMW's interior looks like. You get this for 30 grand. That's going. I know you can get it for cheaper, but we're just gonna say 30 grand. It's 20. Just gonna round up. Okay, and I'll round up for the Beamer 50,000. uh, 40,000. At least this configuration is. Okay. Yeah. See what features come. Yeah, that's a lot of shit, man. Where's the interior pictures? Well, I want to show what the pictures look like. Okay, so that's what it looks like. So, I'm not really a big fan of this style kidney grills, like I was the older ones, but headlights still look good. That's plastic down there. Those wheels going for the same kind of vibe the Civics are going for. Dude, I just love that profile. Like the lines from the A pillar to the B pillar, like it just looks so nice, and I love the lines here. That it's just so slick and so simple. If you get this in like a black or even a blue, it'd look pretty cool, in my opinion. I think the orange Civic looks okay. Okay, so you got the dual exhaust here. Looks way nicer in the back. Um, it's a mixture of simplicity and style without any hint of sportiness besides the exhausts. So I gotta say, if they were to put something here, make it here, and still keep it classy, so that would have been better. But it's nice. From the front profile, it looks. I don't know why I said it like that. Profile, it looks pretty uniform, as to be expected for something like this. Um, Dude, it looks really nice. Okay, here's what you get. Get a two-tone interior. That's your heads-up display. And then there's that. And then the BMW wheel. It's a nice looking wheel. You have plenty of hand space for up here. And you got enough grip space here and here. It's decently stylish. Almost like a pentagon type shape thing going on here from the middle. But ultimately recognizable and admirable. It's a good design. Overall, like the glove box sort of twists and like bends a little bit into shape to make more legroom for your passenger comfort. The front seats look very comfortable. Obviously, you got your passenger, you know, armrests and whatnot there. This is a nice setup. All right, the seats look fabulous, and they're also heated. Oh, that steering wheel's heated. Um, Heads-up display is a lot smaller, but it's built. What I like about it though is it's stylish. It's built into there, whereas the Honda is just sort of stuck. It stuck itself up a bit. It still looks really nice. Trunk space. It's a nice engine. Okay, that's the back seats. So back seat comfort all the way. You have a third seat here. Now in my 328i, there's like a passenger console right here preventing there to be. It's a 328i. And right here does not have a third seat, where here has a third seat. You still have your little passenger air stuff, and also their doors are actually really well detailed here too. It looks really nice. The seat belts look really comfy too. Here we actually get a center console. My center console and mine was kind of small, Two. Okay. Yeah, these are the ultimate driving machines. I'm just gonna come out and say it. Ooh, oh, bro, that black interior on that silver looks so sweet, dude. On like a simple plain silver metallic color on the outside with this interior, that would be gangster. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you. All right, I've seen enough. All right, as you guys can tell, I really like this way more. So more for the price of another car, a used car. So for the price of a used car slapped on top of this Civic, for the price of two cars, you got one car that's really nice across the board. But you can have this Civic for probably well under this price. You could probably a 2022 Civic for under 15 grand easily. Depends on how much miles is on it. And honestly, they're reliable. So I'm not saying I hate Honda 1000%. I would like to drive one or own one for a couple of months. Like I don't, it's something I would just try out to see if I like it or not. But in terms of like long term ownership, no. I couldn't. I would just drive it, get some miles on it, and then sell it, get rid of it while I still can get my money back. Because they depreciate Hondas depreciate so quickly. Orange. No. So it can go up to $31,000. Um, and the used price haven't depreciated so much, but it's saying they range from 15 to 36,000. So assuming that you got the better trim options, um, ideally you might be closer to that, but then again, these things are constantly depreciating. And we're gonna look at the price of the. I don't know. We're not messing around with that. So yeah, it needs to depreciate quickly. I only got a 3-year warranty. The interior build quality is cheaper. It's less comfortable, has less features. So here's the final verdict with this is what do I prefer? I think I'm gonna prefer the BMW. So just for three reasons. One, eh, 5 stars across the board. And now we're going to compare SUVs. We're going to compare the X. Okay, hold on a minute. The we'll compare the X3 to we'll say 2015. reboot this. Here we go. An error. We'll be doing other comparisons too. I just wanted to prove something to myself. I stand by BMW and vice versa. CRV. BMW. Towards the bottom. The X3 standard year, we'll say 2022 and 2022. It's close to the future, but not quite. It's close to the present, but it's a little bit behind. Okay, so for $26,000, you can have this Honda Civic. Another car. We're gonna add a Ford Explorer. And okay, alrighty. So we got some SUVs here. I'm not an SUV guy. So this one is the 2022 BMW X3 and the 2022 Honda CR-V and the 2022 Ford Explorer. We're going to go with the limited four-wheel drive version. So it's going to raise that price up to 40 grand. Because mine that I drive right now is a limited four-wheel drive. Special edition all-wheel drive. That gets us closer to 30 grand. And then for this one, we're going to go with the $57,000. We'll raise up that price just a little bit. Ranch King. Dude, that's so expensive, Ford. Platinum? Oh. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and say the XLT four-wheel drive. 40 grand. Okay. So there we go. Okay. So again, the Honda CR-V and two-wheel drive can be had for a lot cheaper. Let's just remember, most expensive, least expensive, somewhere in the. Okay. Consumer rating for the X3 is pretty low at 3.5. The Honda has the highest consumer rating, and the Ford has the second highest consumer rating. Towing capacity is non-listed on the BMW. 1,500 pounds of towing capacity on the Honda and 5,300. That's is the XLT version. I don't know. It just seems. I don't know. That just seems kind of weird. Cargo capacity. It's a shame they didn't list that. These are SUVs. So this has the intercooled turbo premium inline 4. These all have the same engine, which to me is just absolutely wild. So the BMW gets 21 in the city, 28 in the highway. The MPG on the Honda is 27 in the city and 32 on the highway. And the Ford coming in last for MPG, which gives a shit about that. 20 in the city, 27 on the highway. And now it comes down to power. Okay. 248 horsepower. My current Ford Explorer that I own has 290 horsepower. Um, sorry about that. Might have a really strong chin jawline. Almost 250 horsepower, which I think my BMW 328i might have more, just slightly more horsepower than that. The Honda's pathetic at 190 HP. That's just pathetic. It's got a turbo in it, dude. It's got a fucking turbo and it only displaces 190. If without that turbo, where would it be? Like, Jesus Christ. All right. So then across the board, the Ford wins. Just 300 horsepower. Four-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, all-wheel drive. We went with all-wheel drive options. However, when it comes to seating capacity, the BMW and the Honda opt out for 5 seats. However, the Ford opts out for 7. So I believe that the Ford is a much larger SUV than both of these combined. But for 10 grand more, you can have a 7-seater SUV. With stats fairly comparable to that of that Honda. So BMW's back at it again with their beautiful 4-year warranty at 50,000 miles, where both the Ford and the Honda are actually tied in terms of their warranty offerings. The engines. So this is pretty cool. The RPM, the horsepower to RPM, is 248 horsepower at 5,200 RPM. And the Honda is at 190 at 5,600 RPM. And then you have the Ford that has more horsepower than all of them, and somewhere closer to where the Honda's RPM is at 300 horsepower at 5,500 RPM, which is pretty freaking cool. In terms of torque, the Beamer has a lot more torque than the Civic. So the Civic actually has towing capacity, but this has more torque at 258, 1,450 RPMs. The Civic is 179 at 2,000 RPMs. And then here comes the GOAT, the Ford at 310 pound-foot of torque, foot-pounds of torque at 3,500 RPMs. Okay. All these have automatic transmissions, except the Ford has a 10-speed automatic transmission, which, by the way, has a dual shift mode, as well as the BMW has a dual shift mode of the 8-speed automatic transmission. Both are pretty cool transmissions. However, the CVT transmission is kind of lame. Though where it lacks in power, it gets in, overall MPG. Tires and wheels. Spare wheel size. Okay. 19-inch wheels. Both these are 18.5-inch wheels, so they're pretty comparable in terms of where it would sit. Um, Suspension tab as well. So the suspension, this stat matters a lot more on SUVs. Wheels and suspension matter more on SUVs than they do on sedans, more so. Especially when it comes into when you equate towing capacity as well as off-roading. Yeah, that it matters a lot more. Um, so okay, multi-link suspensions. Okay. I thought I was going to say what type of suspension it had, but it didn't. Weight and capacity. So the Honda's the lightest in terms of overall weight. However, the Honda, whilst getting more gas mileage or miles per gallon, it only has a 14-gallon fuel tank. Or the Ford has an 18-gallon fuel tank, so it's plenty of fuel. All right, I bet you the BMW is gonna win entertainment and potentially electrical, and probably Honda might win brakes or Ford. No, I take that back. BMW is definitely going to win the brake war with their performance brakes, obviously. So entertainment. Okay. Not a lot of electrical information. Okay. When it comes down to brakes. Yeah, it's not going to list the exact parts. All right. Let's go to the analysis here. Why don't we click on this? 40 grand, the most expensive option here. It looks like this. Not really a big fan. Comes in 3 trims. It starts at 43 or at 45,700. So about 2,000 or yeah, $2,000 more. You get some upgrades to your trim. Um, so these are the different color options, and they have your interior options. It's a lot. M Sport package, premium package, dynamic handling package. Okay, I'm not trying to buy one. I'm just looking, just to sort of gauge how much I'm looking at this car. And again, not trying to make Honda win. And like I said, for this one, I threw in a SUV. Now I drive the 2015 model, so these seats fold back. That should also fold back as well. There's not a lot of room back there, to be honest with you. I think I did a good job selecting the first 2 SUVs. Obviously, they're about the same size. Comfort 4, interior 4, 5, value 3.5. I don't know. Reliability 3.5, exterior 4.0. People really like this car. I'm the biggest fan of the SUVs. Okay. And now let's go compare to the Honda. Okay. I'm not going to do the interior, just a brief look. I'm going to tell you which I prefer. Which do I prefer? Um, uh, okay, so the special edition is so the model is at $36,000. Standard features include automatic climate control, 5-inch multimedia screen. That's all right. Bluetooth streaming audio, fabric seat surface. I hate fabric. Okay. Automatic high beams. This is stupid. Let's see. Heated steering wheel and heated front seats. BMW's been doing that for some time. Bullshit. Bull fucking shit. Comfort. Get the fuck out of here. Let's get a look at this interior, shall we? I'll tell you how comfortable that interior is. Look how ugly that car looks. It's like a fucking stormtrooper helmet, brother. I'm like, broski, that's not a good look, homie. That looks like a stormtrooper helmet from the front. And that rear end profile is so ugly. I see these on the road all the time. Oh god. Yeah, the side pro. Ew. That's rancid. There's a 5-inch screen for you, and then there's that shit. That's the shifter you get. Yeah. Wait, were those paddle shifters? No, that's the key. Ugh, yeah, those seats. No way, bro. No way. I mean, they don't look like they're uncomfortable, but to have that high of a comfort rating, no way, man. There ain't no goddamn way. I refuse. That's an ugly center console. I don't. It's very plain Jane. There's just not a lot really going for it. Yeah, okay. Honda lost. It ain't worth that. I can guarantee you. It ain't worth a lick of piss. All right, here comes the Ford. I'm not really digging this look either, but clearly it has a nice profile from the side, but that front look just doesn't look right. Um, the third row is too small for adults. Well, it's a third fucking row. You still got 5 seats. How to make it happen, Cab? It comes in like one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8 different trims. Power liftgate, a tri-zone automatic air conditioning. Ooh, blind spot warning and with rear cross traffic alert. Automatic high beams, headlights, rear parking sensors. Panoramic moonroof pro. Heated second row, heated steering wheel. Second row, captain's chairs. Dude, gangster. Second row, sunshades. Digital instrument panel. How could it say value is at 3.9 when these stats are so up? I'm gonna say it, man. Let's get a look at the interior. I'm gonna say Ford already won, but I want to look at the interior of this car. I'm not digging the front look though. Nothing that some kids can't fix. Side profile looks alright. Okay, about the same. Seats. This is, I think, the standard. Seats not good. Okay, it's not the worst. I don't see it being much of an improvement to what I have. Although they do have that right there, it's pretty convenient. There's still some updates I want to make to my interior. Nice engine, by the way. Uh, what the hell is that? Like a center? That's a shitty center console. I think the 2015 model's better, in my opinion. I think mine's a better car, man. And I'm not biased. I just think that my SUV is better. I just think it's more comfortable. Looks better. Though this car is really nice. Uh, without a doubt, the Ford being in the middle of both and having a good variety of different trims, there's bound to be one that you can find that fits your specific needs as a consumer. Having more towability, 5,000 pounds seems a bit on the bullshit side, not gonna lie. But the BMW is the sportiest out of all three of them, hands down. But the problem is, um, SUVs aren't really sporty vehicles to begin with. They're just these heavy, slow, annoying cars. There's nothing really special about them. So the thing is, we have a high consumer reporting on the Honda CRV. I think that's just because they sell more of them. They're cheaper, so more people will buy them, and they're reliable. And there's less maintenance you gotta do, or like you can kind of skip out on some maintenance. It's not recommended, but people do, and so that just draws people to want to own the CRV. So I don't feel like, in the grand scheme of things, it's all that much better. I think that the Ford wins this argument. Okay, now we're going to go into sport cars. And we're going to have Ford return. Okay, so Ford won the SUV war here when it came down to BMW. BMW. to refresh. I'm going to make this an easy win for BMW. Saying it's going to be a pretty quick win. Okay. Okay, because I'm like, alright, yeah, no. Okay, yeah. Just going for performance. Civic Type R was there supposed to be their sports car. The Honda NSX is not here. The Prelude, which is a highly sought after car, supposedly. Ooh, Civic's going overpriced here. Civic Type R, 43 grand. Bullshit. All right, here. Yeah, we're gonna finish Honda here, right here and now. I'm done. I'm just gonna end them so quickly. $122. Oh boy, the Mustang is cheaper than the Civic Type R. Consumer rating is even listed here for BMW, but we're gonna say it's high. Intercooled turbo gas / electric. Actually, so what we're gonna do? X-Drive Coupe. This, I guess, is a hybrid. Turbo inline 4-cylinder. And 0 miles in the city, 0 miles in the. Okay, whatever. Fuck off. V8. So Honda falls short in terms of horsepower. It says 450 horsepower. This only has 315. That's highest horsepower configuration, and it's front wheel drive. How shitty. Each of these all have 4 seats. And we're going to look at the engine specifications here. Oh, shit, bro. So they have some transmission options on this Mustang. 420 pound-foot of torque at 4,600 RPMs. Dude. 450 horsepower at 7,000 RPMs. Dude, this Mustang is insane. Dude, that shit is wild. Um, I'm gonna go on a whim and say Ford won this hands down. But that is what the 4 Series looks like, or the M4. At $56,000, though, we got to ask ourselves: is this? Uh, it's a tough choice to make because if you're not a fan of that grill style, which it looks good, the rear end looks super nice. This looks so sporty. Oh my god! And the coupe configuration, oh my god, it's sexy as fuck. I love the exhausts. I love the wheels. Oh my god, this is such a gorgeous car. And it's the perfect blend of luxury, um, gentleman like car, very uniform, nice looking steering wheel, nice infotainment system, beautiful interior. Oh my god, dude, the seats, the trunk space. Oh my, that engine bay. Holy shit. Dude, that's so nice. Holy fuck, bro. Oh my god, the rear seats. Dude, broski. Dude, this car is worth it. This car is worth that money. It's very expensive, but it's worth it. One. No, it won. No, it won. No, the Mustang won, but that the BMW beat Honda for sure. Um, all right, we're gonna click on about these. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, 60 grand. Oh, that's for an M2. Yeah, that'll smoke that Civic though. Wrong price, add $15,000. Dude, it's not worth it though, bro. It's not. The powertrain. This warranty doesn't. Dude, this thing is slow and boring, dude. It's got a little turbo, 315 horsepower. Dude, motherfucker, my. Broski. Broski. No. Look at that dog shit, bro. The fucking cup holder's integrated into the seat where you sit down. Look at that dog shit, bro. It looks retarded, bro. What the fuck? Not gonna lie, them front seats are gangster, but them rear seats, bro, look like something out of like a fucking minivan, bro. Looks like some broke bitch bullshit in the back, bro. Like the front seat's cool, rear seats look like dog shit. Homie G, not gonna lie, bro. That the front seats and all that, shit, and I do like what they're doing here. I like that, but everything else kind of just sort of sucks. It's the same problem that I had with the SI. It's just, oh, it's so plain and basic, and oh my god, dude, what the fuck, bro? This Honda Civic, I'm giving it like a negative 2-star review. 40, 50, $60,000. You're talking for this piece of shit, this pile of absolute dog shit, front wheel drive, 4-cylinder shit box. Fuck that. All right, now we're gonna look at the Stallion out of all the cars here. The 2022 Ford Mustang at $27,000 is the starting MSRP for this handsome devil. Oh my god. Just look at that in red. Oh my god. Like that just looks sexy. Um Assuming that's just the four-cylinder option, they have other options out there. The good. The V8 exhaust growl. EcoBoost is the cheapest option. What we went for was the GT model at 38,000. The GT Premium, which comes fully loaded, which is nice, and of course the Mach 1. Which if we click on that, oh my god, dude, this shit is fucking nice. 470 HP. The Mach 1 handling package. Broski. Dude, and it comes with better package. Dude, the Mustang won this. BMW and Mustang tied um, on this one. The only way that the Beamer would win is in terms of doors. We're gonna just look at the interior quality. I'm just gonna say one. I can't wait to buy my first Mustang. I'm contemplating whether I want the BMW R18 motorcycle or a Mustang because I think a Mustang would be kind of cool. Just a two-door coupe sports car type thing. Like, oh my god, that's so sexy. Oh my god. Honestly, a little bit plain Jane. Same kind of issues I have with the Civic, but these seats are way better, and just the design principles here are better. I'm not sure of how I feel about the AC being just three little holes, but it's simple, it's cool, it's whatever. It works. Not a lot of trunk space. The engine, could be better, but I ain't gonna complain. The rear seats look kind of funny, but and the center console looks kind of tight, but you're getting into this really nice looking car overall. So I'm gonna say in like a metallic blue with some white pinstripes, dude. Yeah, Mustang GT, and it gets the wing. So, and I know the GT comes with launch control. There's just better features here. That's gonna be the end of this stream. So, Audi better than all of them. I disagree. I disagree, man. I just don't really see Audi doing anything that spectacular. I mean, they killed off their coolest cars. I don't know. I don't really see Audi being in the picture. I'm sorry. Um, yeah, but nah, man, Mustang won this one without a doubt. I mean, holy dog shit. I don't know, man. Like, is with Ford and BMW, man. And the my third pick for like a car brand is going to be Ferrari. I like Ferrari. It's the team that I picked for my Formula One race team. Though the Oracle team's pretty good. And McLaren team's pretty good, but I'm a Ferrari guy. I just think Ferraris are awesome. But that's going to conclude today's stream. So it's a cool little feature. I figured out how to share my screen here. So we're going to be doing a couple of these streams. We're going to be doing Car Wars, where I select a brand, talk about that brand, compare prices, compare features, like what you get, what you pay for. At the end of the day, Honda is a very overrated brand. The Civics themselves are one of the most overrated cars to exist on this planet. People just think they're something they're not. I'm gonna explain something. Honda Civic 92 Type R. This car is not sexy. Okay, this like hatchback thing. We're gonna talk about this, but this thing, it looks so ugly. Like, fam, dude, this thing looks like a fucking ladybug. Dude, it looks like a Volkswagen Golf had sex with a fucking kid. Oh my god, dude, this looks just so awful. People actually like this. People would actually pay top dollar for this. How much is the price? Civic Type R price. I bet just because it's rare, it's probably going to be expensive. Absolutely not. He was like, "Oh, of course not. No." Um, doesn't even list the Type R price. It's a used Honda Civic. Man, these things are so ugly, bro. Type R specs. It's got a measly 106 horsepower, bro. Fucking pathetic. So sorry, guys. That is so pathetic. All right, yeah, guys. I just absolutely I despise Honda so much. Though I might get a Civic Si just to just to buy it and then just immediately get rid of it if like 3 or 4 months later. I know there's some people that do that. I kind of wanted to start doing that with cars, just getting a car I don't really care for, driving it out, then getting rid of it for something I do like. I'm thinking that's how I'm going to get my Mustang. I'm just going to trade up for my Mustang. You know, I could find me a cheap $12,000 Civic, put $6,000 down, get it paid off, and then trade it in for something. You know what I mean? For like a 2015 Mustang. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. Honda took a big fat L. Sorry, I hate Honda.